Week 22 of documenting my business journey until we hit £1 million in revenue. So something about this week feels a little bit strange because essentially we're starting from scratch. And although we've been running for 8 years and built our name predominantly in NHS and local authority and public health videos, making the U-turn that we did a few weeks ago to pivot into a different niche and try and really market directly to a niche with stage production and stand-up comedy filming. It just still feels a little bit strange and a bit uncomfortable because when I very first started freelancing, there was not much risk. I didn't need to put much money into it, and what money that you did make just covered bills and you kind of kept for yourself. Now we're starting a new venture almost, but we're starting with 10 grand a month overheads, and so the risk feels like a million times worse. Now when you start a business, you're starting from the bottom and the odds are kind of stacked against you, but now it feels like we've gone back to the bottom and the odds are stacked against us even more. So we're gonna have to work extra hard to try and make this work. And I think just generally, I think I'm a little bit frustrated with where things have ended up. I started off doing stand-up comedy, right? That was like one of the first things that I started filming. So I'm quite excited to go back to that as a niche, but we've done that through necessity. And it's very easy to blame other people or be annoyed at other people. And I'm still kind of in that a little bit. Like realistically, we should have had a business purchase by now and be running a totally separate business venture in a totally different world of operation. And as much as the business that we wanted to buy, or the type of business that we wanted to buy from the outside seemed like a really solid, sensible, no-nonsense business, you kind of soon realize that behind any industry, behind any great business, behind any person that you kind of look up to, there is still a lot of gaps there, and it's very easy in hindsight to spot those gaps. And there is only experience and mistakes that teach you where those gaps are. And if we do go back to that space to try and buy a business in the motor space, automotive space, I will know all of the red flags and all of the gaps to look out for. So yes, I will continue to document this journey and the growth from the ground up to $1 million in revenue on what is now a completely different journey to what it should have been. We should have hit $1 million in revenue by the end of this year, and I don't think we'll be hitting it anytime soon. So this will be a fun one. See you next week.